You know, when we were kids, something under 5 to 60, a Porsche 911 or a Viper or something crazy like that. Nowadays, Mustangs do that all the time. And this family hauler does it. Hello and welcome back to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian and Craig is absent on this one, which means it'll be quieter for all of us.
All right, let's check out the interior of this GR4 Corolla GR, whatever it is.
Do you know what we're reviewing, Craig?
None of us know what we're reviewing, so let's start all over.
Word it is. Let's start this over again. Ready? Anyways, I'm the loudmouth here. I want to talk about, like you saw in the thumbnail, the single best upgrade you can make to your truck. There's only one thing you could change. What would that be? You're right, it's tires. And today we're going to talk about our long-term Expedition Platinum and what we've done with it today. And here's the deal. This is not just like an ad plug. This is just the reality. We've been saying this for years. We dork out on tires because it's where the rubber literally meets the road. Whether you're in a sports car, whether you're off-roading or if you're in a premium family hauler that needs to do a little bit of dirt work, changing the tire is the most active thing you can do to fix performance numbers. And this week we're going to talk about Bridgestone. Bridgestone has sent us out a test set of tires. These are the Dueller AT Ascents. And the whole point of this tire is it's designed around premium trucks, meaning that it might be a 20 or bigger. It goes down to an 18 in rim size on this tire, but it's on anything from a Chevy ZR2 all the way up to this 22-inch rimmed Expedition Platinum.
What are you doing?
I'm checking the weather.
The weather?
Yeah, it says right here, if this rock is warm, it's sunny, it's cold, it's overcast.
There is another way we can check the weather.
What?
Okay, have you thought about using the OnX maps?
That's right, OnX Maps. That's right, they have a layer for all their off-road maps. Not only can you download off-grid maps like we are right now, that's how we found this place, you can also check to see if there's dispersed camping available, if there's off-road trails and how complicated they are, and also if a storm is over your spot. You can check and see what's coming and what's on the way, as well as checking for wildfires. If you'd like to check out OnX Offroad for you, we have a QR code right here, or you can use TTC at checkout to save 20% off of your subscription. Now, back to the episode. So we've had issues with the previous tires on here. We had some Cooper Discovery HTs, which are highway tires, horrendous traction, whether it was wet, dry, or on silty, dirty dirt stuff that we do. What we're going to cover in this episode is some highlights on the tire, and more importantly, I want to show you what happens 0 to 60 with the new tire. Even though it's an all-terrain, I suspect it will beat the old time. And I also want to see how it does on our hill tests. So what we did is before we mounted the new tires, we used the old tires to show 0 to 60 in hill test, and we'll drop that in right here. And it was a 5.41. So it was actually—
Oh, okay, so we did beat it.
Yeah, we did beat it just, but this is a two-wheel drive vehicle. Turn traction off, because all I'm trying to do right now is actually test the tires on their own, not the vehicle's traction aids. And keep in mind, this is a Platinum that does get some dirt work, but it is not all-wheel drive. The whole point of it is to be a good boulevard cruiser that can handle some dirt roads here in Texas that we have pretty often. Oh. It's cooking now. Okay, so, all right guys, we're out. Let me show you where we're at. So not very far up the hill test, but the point is to show what the tires do on their own. We're gonna see how the Bridgestone's fare. Boy, howdy, did it really give us some effort here and kind of cook these down. So I'm gonna take this big rock with a tire mark on it, and I'm gonna put it on this side. So when we come back tomorrow, we will know exactly where we landed. It's gonna go right here. There's our evidence. Let's see what we get. Okay, now more on the tire. It does look on the side pretty normal, except you have a little bit more of an aggressive pattern here. If in case you were to air down, you do have some sidewall tread blocks that would help out a little bit. But on a 22-inch tire, that's kind of hard to do. More importantly, look at this siping. This is something that Bridgestone and Firestone are really good at. They do siping all the way to the bottom, not just on the top surface. So as it wears over time, you get the same amount of traction till the last day it's alive. And more importantly, in the rain, siping is everything. So if you've noticed that we've had the KO2 tire we've tested from BFG on all-terrain stuff on like wet rock, it just slides down it every time. The Bridgestone Destinations don't slide down, they grip and bite. This has that same technology in it. You also have some asymmetric alternating tread block chunks here, so if you have something bigger than the Sipes, you've got some bite in there, so that's pretty cool. The hat trick on this, and this is what Bridgestone claims, is that this tire is no louder than a highway tire. That's a big deal. So think about the competition for this. It's going against primarily the Pirelli Scorpion, Bridgestone Ridge tire, which is not gonna be the AT, it's one underneath that. How do I put this? Some say in instrumented testing, this outperforms the Pirelli Scorpion. Some would say. You can do some research on your own for that, but this thing outruns it in grip and in noise. It's incredible. That was its primary target and they nailed it. So all out of the way, let's hop in and do some 0 to 60 before and after, and then we'll hop to the hill and show you that. For this test today, what I'm gonna do, I found out last time that tow haul mode was the most effective thing for us. Traction off. I'm gonna load the boost just a little bit and we'll see what we get. Hopefully we can get a similar number or better with the new tires. I have not scrubbed them. I have not done a burnout to clean them. And we're at full operating temp. We're at 196 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I wanted to make it as fair as possible. I don't want to give you a cold motor. So let's give it a try and see what we can do. Ooh, she is hooked. God, that thing's fast. 50 and 60 miles an hour. No, I think I just saw what I saw. There's no way. 5.17 seconds. This is a 5,000 plus pound, 3-row full-size SUV. 5.17 seconds. And of course, we're on the 93 octane tune from 5-Star Tuning. Kind of tells you all you need to know about these Bridgestones. They're definitely got the highway thing covered. Let's do the next thing, which is check out the highway noise, and then we're off to the hill. All right, boys and girls, we are doing 65 miles an hour right now. So before, on the Coopers, on that same test, I got 69 point something, around 69. This is around 65. That's a huge drop. The Coopers weren't brand new, but they weren't going out either. And they were dedicated highway tire, meaning that it should be as quiet as possible, and they would compromise off-road traction to get that done. Bridgestone has, as far as I can tell, given us tread blocks that are still quiet. So 65 decibels on the highway at 60 miles an hour. On that same road with the old tires, it was 69 decibels. That's a huge gain. To the hill, let's see if the traction is better off-road. We gotta find that out. All right, boys and girls, it's time for the ultimate test, the one we probably care about the absolute most, and that is the hill test. Now, here's the deal. This is a platinum two-wheel drive SUV. We're not gonna go do serious wheeling with it, but we do a lot of dirt roads with it. We live in rural Texas, and the reality is, it's part of our life. And those old Coopers, not trying to crap on Cooper in particularly, but highway trains in general just weren't getting it done for us. So here is where we ran our test before. Here's the rock where we got to last time with the rear tire. There's the divot where it was at. We've got a camera rolling there so you can see that. I hope we get further than that, but I'm gonna use the same method and not do any tricks. The reality is we're gonna roll into it. We're not gonna momentum our way up because look, that slope with enough speed, anything can make it up.
A little bit better clearance here, but we've dropped back down. I think that's just not gonna make it.
Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. We're gonna put traction off because I don't want any aids helping us out. And let's just see what we get. Rolling into it. Maintaining 3 miles an hour, maintaining 3 miles an hour. Chattering a little bit. We've definitely surpassed it. Oh, we're gonna make it? We're gonna, oh, no way. Okay, hold on. That doesn't, there's no way. That can't be, let's run it back. That can't be right. That part's steep. This part is actually steeper. It's a 22-degree incline right here. And of course, the Expedition just drove up it. That's where the Coopers got us. That's where the Bridgestones got us. The proof is in the pudding, gentlemen. You can see right here that all the sawtooth, tread blocking, and siping got it done. Sorry to my wife that the tires are dirty now. We just cleaned the thing. But holy cow, I'll just be completely honest with you. I was expecting to get hopefully a foot further than the Coopers did. I didn't expect it to just drive up the hill. I even backed down to a steeper part here. That's the front tires that were dragging. I backed down again to right here just to see if it was a fluke. Maybe I was going too quick with momentum, and it just drove up from the steepest point. That's incredible. So I gotta say right here, this just drives home the point that tires are everything when it comes to performance of your vehicle. It's the ultimate thing that you can do to improve anything else you've done. For example, we've tuned this and we immediately realized that, oh, power is not the problem anymore, traction is. Well, it turns out a Bridgestone all-terrain solved that for us. I'm kind of boggled right now. I just kind of don't understand. Well, I do understand, I guess. I'm learning now that tire technology has really come a long way. So, you know, when we were kids, something under 5 to 60 was a Porsche 911 or a Viper or something crazy like that. Nowadays, Mustangs do that all the time. And this family hauler does it in 5.1. I highly recommend you look at your tires before you do any other mods. The last thing I want to see is, should I add a turbo kit or tune my truck? Sure, but after your tires are dialed in. So keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.